There's an interesting conversation happening about Amapiano artists neglecting their bookings and actually just accepting so many so that they can't actually honor their invite. And this is kind of a problem, and Amapiano is such a new genre and you have to tackle the things. And people have been saying, you know what, these artists, they aren't managed by people that know what they're doing, but rather are managed by people that are friends with them, people that do not know the logistics of umculo and just the industry as a whole, but rather people that are just chomas, that are just there for the vibes. And if you appoint someone to handle your bookings and your gigs that is just your friend, of course down the line there's going to be people who are like, you know what bro, you aren't honoring the invite because you aren't taking your job seriously, and that can fucking ruin your bag in the future. And nonetheless, that's just Amapiano. In hip-hop rather, there's a couple of drops that I'm excited about. The first drop that I saw was Loton Over Pounds releasing the music video for 123 Block Myself. 123 Block Myself, and he's walking around the crowd there. There's so many cows he's passing by, and there he's like the only goat within those animals there. And another thing that has happened is Casper Nyovest and the Big Hash are really gonna drop a song together. I listened to the snippet that they had and it's quite decent. Big Hash's singing his heart out. And talking about snippets, Usimamane dropped a snippet as well. It was a snippet where he was in his hometown in Mlazi, Kwache, and he was there trapping. And I like that sound from Usimamane, similar to the sound that I like from Nasty C, as he is preparing for his drop Price City 2. Hopefully, I'm just manifesting it to the world that we're gonna get Price City 2 from Nasty C. And his snippets have been so hard. There's gonna be an emphasis on hip-hop, which is great news. I was watching Man United versus Arsenal yesterday, and people have always had the conversation of Bruno versus Odegaard, and I find that really disrespectful for Bruno. Bruno has been the best midfielder, attacking midfielder for Man United and for the Premier League ever since he signed for it. More especially the fact that if you compare him to Kevin De Bruyne, ever since he has been in Man United, his numbers aren't far off from that. And tomorrow is going to be a jam-packed fixture in terms of football, because we're going to have PSG go to the Anfield Stadium and hopefully they beat Liverpool. Hopefully, my brother, that's something that I'm looking forward to. Another dope thing that is happening is the fact that I'm seeing McLaren Doughboy and Kapsadas more in France because of the Makosa design that's happening thanks to La Duma. He had them there, and I saw even Kabza was wearing a Miri because Kabza's like a renowned DJ in terms of Amapiano. He's the man who actually pushed Amapiano to become this genre that it is right now, and for him to be celebrated not just here in Mzansi but in France as well is really dope. I saw Maclero was singing memoirs while people were walking the runway, bro. I found that as amazing aura there within France. And another thing that has happened is Marumba pitch. I've decided to separate. A lot of people were thinking Kuku Marumba and Kuku no pitch, but like, no, it's two people in one. And now we've parted ways, and usually when these duos part ways, the person who was the vocalist becomes a more successful artist, just like Sway Lee did to Jimmy. Same thing happened. People liked Ray Scrimmed because Sway Lee's vocals, and Jimmy was dope. He had dope bars. I remember his Chanel verse was really nice, but the main attraction was not him but the other guest, which was the guy who featured on Sunflower.